Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear the thundering? It's thundering, lightning, and I'm telling you, it's raining cats, dogs, rats, horses out there. I don't mind, I like the rain. I was outside yesterday and I got caught up in the rain. And I'm telling you, the lightning was fierce. I don't mind the rain. I guess no one mind the rain, but or the thunder. It's a lightning. And here in Florida, when the lightning start, the lightning, it goes closer to the ground. They hit the ground. It comes up, and no, it goes down straight to the ground. And if anyone or anything is in the way, he gets hit. But that's all right. We can't stop God. Anyway, today, even though it's raining, today is a beautiful day. This is the day that the Lord has made. And I will rejoice and be glad in it. Yes, I went outside, but before I do, let me put some, I use this. It's Vaseline. I use it on my lips. My lips get dry. That's what I use. Vaseline. It's good for them. Or dry hands, I use that. I'm old school. Back in the days when I was younger and get into a lot of crap, when the girls getting ready to fight, they put Vaseline all over their face. So when you're fighting, no one can scratch your face. So you put Vaseline all over. That was the old school. I'm too old now to fight. I'm a peaceful person. I'm too old. But when I went out, I got this here. It's a radio. I got this radio. It's a Bluetooth, CD player, cassette player. And I use Bluetooth. You also operate it by battery and electricity. The reason I get this here is because I'm preparing for the hurricane. I'm preparing for hurricane. The last hurricane we have, let me fix this here. The last hurricane we have, there was no light for 10 days. So you know you don't got light, there's no TV, no radio, no nothing. I didn't even have a clock that worked by battery. So now I have a clock that works by battery. I got me a radio because when there's no TV, you have your phone, 10 days without electricity, you're charged, your phone, you don't have no phone. Because how are you going to charge your phone? So now I'm prepared. I got me a radio that works by batteries. It works by 6C batteries. So I stack up on batteries. I have the radio, I'm stack up on batteries, you know. And you got to be prepared because you got to be able to know what's going on the outside world. You don't got no light, you don't got water. God help you if you don't got food. Because now I'm stacking up on dry goods. I have a grill. I have 2 big old bags of charcoal. Big bags of charcoals, 2 bags. Lighter fuel and nice grill. And I don't use gas grill. I like charcoal. I don't trust gas. So, and plus the food tastes better on the charcoal. And you stack up on dry things, coffee, bottle of coffee, rice, crackers, canned soup, canned meat, canned fish. Everything that you like in the can, you got to stack up on toilet paper, bottled water. You got to stack up on everything. Bath soap. And they let you know when the hurricane is close by you. So now what you do, you get a lot of big containers and start to store water. Get big old containers to put water in there to take a bath, for your body. Because the water from the pipe, I don't drink that water. So I stack up on bottled water, cases of bottled water. That's what I stack up on. That's what you have to do. You have to do what you got to do, because when this hurricane comes, and I make sure I don't put nothing in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Because the last hurricane, my deep freeze, I used to have a deep freeze, and my freezer, everything went bad. Everything went bad. So what I do, I buy things for my freezer weekly. I don't stock up on nothing. When I need stuff, I go get it at the store. I buy a week, something to cook for a week. I'm not stacking up. And then when something comes, hurricane comes, everything go bad. You have to throw them out. So I buy things as I need it to put in the freezer. But otherwise, you got to stock up. You have to get yourself a radio and make certain if you got one already, you check it, make sure it's working. Because I did have a radio. I have a radio, I must have got the radio around a year and a half. And I used it once, and I never used it again. And when I ready to use it, it wasn't even working. So I went to Walmart and I got me a radio. And the radio is cheap. It's not just a radio. I told you it's a CD. I'm surprised it got cassette player. I don't know where I'm gonna get cassette from. Maybe at the Goodwill or so. Cassette, CD and a Bluetooth. So it's just more than a radio. That's what I need. And I have that now. I feel much better, because when the TV go, you picture the TV is gone for 10 days. You don't got electricity and no communication. You can't listen to nothing. It's like everything is shut down. Now I got the radio. I can listen to my music. I can listen to the news. I can know where the hurricane is and how close, how far. It's good to have. You feel like now you're in charge. I'm preparing myself, because there was one couple days ago, but that missed us. And usually when there's one, there's a lot more behind it. So I'd rather be prepared and nothing come than not prepared and have one come. Because when the lights went out for 10 days, the house was like 90 degrees. I never sweat so much in my life. I drink so much water because, you're losing fluids from your body. You just keep sweating. And, you can't take a shower. You have water. You have to wash up. And then you have to be conservative with the water, because you don't want to run out of water. Where you're going to get more water? You don't want to start washing with your drinking water. Then when you do that, what are you going to drink? So you have to stock up. Thank God I have my stepson now living with me, so he can help me. Because when I'm by myself, the last hurricane I have that was here, that hit us, I was sick as a dog. I was getting ready to have surgery. I was sick as a dog and I was by myself. Just me and my bird. I was so sick I can't explain. I have so much pain. I was so sick I throw in the towel. God threw it back. I gave up. I couldn't take all the pain no more. Because, my gallbladder went bad and they have to remove it, but they couldn't remove it because of the hurricane. Oh my God, they got me on morphine. I keep running to the emergency room. As soon as I get there, they start to give me morphine because the pain was so severe. And that morphine, I could see why people take drugs. Honestly, I could see why people take drugs. Thank God for morphine because that's the only thing that could help me when I'm in that kind of a pain. The pain was so terrible. They asked me at the hospital from 1 to 10, how high is the pain? I tell them 100. I have never felt nothing like that in my life. I have a hysterectomy, and that was nothing. That was nothing compared to the pain I was feeling with my gallbladder. I gave up. I didn't care. When the hurricane came, I didn't even care whether the hurricane picked the house up and throw it 10, 20 miles away. I didn't even care. I feel like the hurricane would be taking me out my misery. That's how bad the pain was. But when they give me that morphine, by the time I could count to 5, I didn't have no more pain. By the time I could count to 5, it's like there was no pain. And that stuff make you feel so good. Oh my God. All of a sudden I love everyone in this world. I love them. I love them. I feel like I love everyone. I don't care if a person just walk up and slap me in my face. I love them. That's what the hurricane do to you. The morphine do to you. You don't care what's going on. You're just in this mellow state of peace and happiness and no pain. I feel like I could run a mile. But when you wear off, when that stuff wear off, you're back at the beginning. But it takes a while for it to wear off. It takes a long time for it to wear off. And it helps. But it's not no fun being sick and there's a hurricane. You don't know what to do. You can't even help yourself. Thank God I just have my bird. The hurricane before that, several years ago, I have 8 dogs in the house. German Shepherd mixed with Chow. One of them weigh 130 pounds. They pass away, of old age. But I have a bird. My bird is 23 years old. And my last dog that I have, he was 17 years old when he passed away. So dogs live, if you take good care of them, the bigger dogs, like Chihuahuas, they live to be 20 years old or more. But the bigger dogs, they don't live as long. And then one of the reasons why too, their legs, the dogs with long legs like the Great Dane, you have the Husky, German Shepherd, they got long legs, and then arthritis take them in their legs, and when they get older, it's harder for them to walk. I don't care how much care you take care of them. As long when they get older, the legs, dogs with shorter legs live longer. So I hope I'm teaching someone something, because it's true. The dogs with shorter legs, small dogs live longer than the bigger dog. And it doesn't matter how much you take care of them. That's the law of nature. And I was in the house with 8 dogs, and 2 of them didn't like each other. I have to separate them because I don't want no dog fight. Because when 2 dogs fighting, you can't break them up. No matter how you try. You throw water on them, what I know works. You got to get something like 2 metal pots and keep banging it, banging it, banging it in their ears, and they'll stop. If you try to separate them with your hands, they will turn on you because they're so hungry. They love you, but when they get so hungry, they don't think. They will bite you. So I learned that the hard way. So don't want to try breaking up no dogs fighting with your hands. Don't do it. And we get along good because I have a lot of water. I fill the bathtubs with water. I have 2 bathtubs in the house. I sterilize them good. And I fill them with water because I know the hurricane coming, the dog have water to drink. And I know we're not going to have the water. And the water, I have some water for myself, and plus I have cases with drinking water. So the dog water, you got to fill the tubs with it. And if you got to use the toilet, you got to flush the toilet, you got to use some water to flush the toilet because the toilet not going to work. And water will flush it. So you got to fill the bathtubs with water. And you got to make sure your roof is good. Make sure you don't have the whole roof. The roof I have now, thank God, is 2 years old. If you have older roof, your shingles, and even the new roof, you can lose shingles. But it won't as bad as an older roof. You have leakage water, because this hurricane, they're not playing category 5. I have never been into a category 6. I've been into 4 category 5. When that wind, that rain and that wind, the rain don't bother me, it's the wind. That wind is vicious. You could feel it shaking the house, pounding on the window, the ceiling, your roof up ahead, feel like it's tearing off. It's like the big bad wolf trying to get in the house. And you can't have nothing around the house. If you got flower pot, you got to put, if you got a garage, you put them in your garage. If you got shed, you put them in the shed. You can have flower pot around your house because it's like a loose canyon. That coming straight through your window. Or your neighbor's window. So all the debris and stuff you have around the house, you got to clean. When a hurricane is coming, you got to start cleaning up like a month ahead. When it's one is in the area coming. If they say you're gonna hit Fort Myers, Florida in a month, or may coming in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you better start cleaning up. Or you better go to the store. If you got pets, head to the pets, the section with the pets food. Because when there's a hurricane, no pet food is on the shelf, they're gone. Start stacking up on your pets food. That one of the first thing to go. Your pet's food. Make sure you stock up. Right now I'm stuck up on my bird food. I didn't get my dog yet. I'm going to go to the shelter and get me another dog because my dog I did have passed away. He died of old age. Then I get a little chihuahua. I have to surrender him because he was eating too many frogs. This dog eats in the backyard when it rains or early in the morning. There's a lot of baby frogs for some reason, and they're very deadly. And sometimes he eat the frogs, he just fall out, foaming through the mouth. I didn't know what to do. So I didn't want him to die because my backyard is full of so many frogs. And I have to surrender him, And when I surrendered him, a woman took him. She loved him. She just take him. So he didn't really make it to the shelter. I went there. There's a lady and her mother. They was looking for a dog. And when they see that dog, they rescue dogs. And they said they have these dogs at their house. And the dog loved the lady. But I was depressed for around, oh God. That happened around a year and a half ago. And if I think about it, sometimes I cry because I love that dog, but I don't want him to die. You know, I think if I have him, he probably would have died because I took him to the vet twice. And the vet was telling me if he lucky because if he even put his mouth on the wrong frog, he gonna die. They can't help him. So I couldn't, I love him so much that I give him away. I didn't want to be selfish and then he died. You know, just like the dog I did have. He's 17 years old and he was so sick. He couldn't walk, he kept falling down. I have to keep feeding him, he wouldn't eat. And he wouldn't even get up to go use the bathroom because he couldn't, his leg was weak. I have to, a friend of mine told me, if you love that dog, you let them put him to sleep. You have him since he was a puppy. That's one of the puppies from one of my other dogs. And now he's 17 years old. His name was Bingo. His mother was Vilma and his father was Keza. And I have to put him down. And when I put him down, I feel like I kill him. Although I get him, I took him out of his misery. He was suffering. He can't eat. He can't go pee. His stomach was swollen because he got so much urine packed up in him, you know. He got to mess up his kidneys, bladder and everything. So I have to have him put down. And it bothers me so much. It bothers me. But you have to do what you got to do. You know, just like I tell my family, I say, if I'm sick and I'm on a life support, I don't want to be on no life support because it's not me. I was like, if God wants me to breathe on my own, then pull the life support. I breathe on my own. I don't want to be hooked up. I used to work in the hospital. And I see so many people hooked up on life support, you know, and I think it's so sad. But what can you do? But I wouldn't want that for myself. Because number one, when you're on a life support, your body, because even if they're giving you range of motion, exercising you and the physical therapy come and work with you, it don't work because after a while your body starts to curve. Your hands start to deform. Your legs start to curve. You know? And a lot of people don't come back from when they're in a coma. You know, they just stay there until they die. And if a person come out of coma, they can't walk no more. And they can't use their hands because it's curved up. It's not gonna uncurve. So I do not want to be on no life support. I tell that to my family. If I am sick, please do not put me on no life support. Because if God wants me to live, I will live without the life support. You know, because a lot of people on the life support, they're brain dead. You wake up, you don't even know who you are or who your family is. Who want to live like that? Not me. The ones that is like that and their family keep them like that, well, maybe that's what the person wants. Some people don't want to be nobody pull the plug. And they think if somebody pull the plug, they're very cruel. I don't think they're very cruel. But to each his own, you know. Everyone has their own destination. They have their own destiny. How did I get on this subject? Don't ask me. That's why I am lady spontaneous. Sometimes I do things that I don't plan to do. But right now it is raining out there. It is raining very hard. It's raining cats, dogs, horses, lions out there right now. But you know what? I love the rain. I love the rain. Some people don't like the rain. I love the rain. The only thing I don't like is lightning. Yep. But you got to prepare for this hurricane. Whenever it comes, people live in Florida have to prepare. You don't live in Florida, you don't have to worry about that thing. It's very rare a hurricane can go up north. Very rare. Don't happen. You have to worry about snowstorm and snow reaching you on top of your head. I've been there, done that. Ice storm, black ice. That's why I moved to Florida. I don't want to fall and break my hip up there. And you run from one condition into another condition. Down here too, you will get tornadoes. The weather cannot predict tornadoes. They're telling you, oh, go hide under your bed. Why? So the house can fall on top of the bed. When there's a tornado, you don't know where to hide unless if you have a basement. Which Florida do not have basement in their houses. Then if you are in the basement and you go under there, the house fall on top of you. And no one know you under there, you're gonna die anyway. So you have to just pray to God that you don't get no tornado. Because when the tornado hit a house, when that tornado finish with the house, that house look like small toothpicks all around the house on the ground. You wonder what happened to the people. They don't know where the people is. They're probably all in a different country. Hit them so hard, they fly probably all in China. And you in America. Because when that tornado hit us, sometimes they got more than one tornado touching down at the same time. One may miss and the other one ain't. I keep praying for people. So all you can do is pray for people. And pray for yourself. Because this world, like they said, this world is not my home. I'm a stranger passing through. You just got to do what you got to do. Oh, I have a joke. I have a joke that I hear. I have a joke that I don't know if anyone will find it funny, but I have a joke. This guy walked up to this other guy and he said, how do you get to the cemetery? The other guy said to the other guy, if you step on your gas real fast, real hard, if you step on your gas real hard and close your eyes, you will get to the cemetery. I don't know if anyone finds it funny, but I think it was funny. Telling the guy if he step on his gas real hard and close his eyes, he will get to the cemetery. That's the way you find the cemetery. Oh Lord. But I want everyone to have a nice day and don't be sad. No matter what's happening in your life, don't be sad. Because when you're sad and depressed, it makes you sick. You know? That makes you sick. Worrying doesn't help you. If you worry about something, you can't fix it. So why worry about it? It's just going to make you sick. You know? And when you worry, you get sick and your immune system get weakened. And if you have a illness already and you're worrying, that's going to make that illness worse. Worrying weaken your immune system. Don't worry about nothing. Eat your food, cook your dinner, no matter what it is, even if it's 2 pieces of bread and a cup of coffee. Eat, drink a lot of water, stay hydrated, and pray. Eat, pray, and sleep. And if you find yourself can't sleep, go on YouTube. Believe me, you'll find a lot of stuff to watch. Go on, I don't watch nothing else but YouTube. Because I was watching a vlogger talking about how people, how you could stay younger, how to make yourself, how to sit, sit upright, keep your body straight, gardening, cooking, people decorating their homes. I like to watch my Minister Brenda. I like how she decorates her home. She have a beautiful home in Atlanta. And I like to watch her. I like to watch Sharon. She also lives in Atlanta. She's from Jamaica. I like to watch her dress. She show you how to dress, how to put your colors together, what shoes to wear, how to stand. She exercises a lot. She travel a lot too. So I be watching YouTube. I feel like I'm going to the place where she going. She was just in California. She getting ready to go to Germany. She go to a lot of different places. Some of them I don't remember. She go all over the world. And when she traveling, I feel like I'm on the trip with her because she take her time to show you different places. I see places from her channel that I didn't even know exist. You could learn a lot on YouTube. I see some beautiful things. I learned how to cook certain food. I watch George on the mountain with his animals. I forget where he live. I think he live in Romania. And he live in the mountain and they have so much big old bears. I don't know. I mean, the bears scare me, the heck out of me, but he got all kind of animals. He's so good to his animals. He's very loving. He cooks. He's one of the best. I call him an earth angel. He have all these dogs, these cats. He got rabbits. He got a donkey. He got ducks. What else? He got chickens. He got and he works so hard because he live on a farm. He create that farm himself. He built everything that is on that farm. George on the mountain. That's a good person to follow on YouTube. George on the mountains. Subscribe to his channel. It's very good. And Brenda, subscribe to our Minister Brenda. She subscribe to our channel too. And Sharon, I forget the name of her channel. Cheryl, I don't remember. At my age, I'm surprised I remember what I have for breakfast. My memory, sometimes I remember things that I want to remember. And then things come back to me later. If I'm trying hard to remember something, I don't remember it. The minute I close down the video, I remember. That's how my brain works. Somebody can give me a joke, and a week later, I start laughing. When they give me the joke, it don't seem that funny. And a week later, I will just sit down cracking up to myself because I finally get the joke. I don't know my brain work. So, I'm not going to hold you. And I'm not cooking today. I cooked yesterday. I cook tripe. If you from the islands, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if Americans know what I'm talking about. I cook butter beans with tripe, and I make some rice and some veggie. And that's what I'm having today. Tomorrow, if it's the Lord's will that I'm on this planet, I'm gonna fry some red snapper with rice and peas and have some carrots on the side. That's what I'm planning for dinner tomorrow. And enjoy yourself and be happy. Be happy, okay? Be happy. Find something in your life. Think about something that makes you happy. There got to be something, even one thing, or one person that make you happy. And you think about that. And if you What could make you happy too? If you help somebody else. Go out and help somebody. You don't have to give them money. Just help them. Call them on the phone. You don't even have to leave your house. Call them on the phone. Give them some encouragement words. Some people want just some encouragement because they're home and sad. And you give them words of encouragement. And that helps. Goes a long way. Encouragement. And make sure it comes from your heart. You're not just saying it to be saying it. You make sure it comes from your heart. And have a great day. And take care of yourself. Love yourself. And I'll see you in my next video. So subscribe to my channel, please. And thumbs up to let YouTube share my channels. Thumbs up, let them know you like it, and please subscribe. And thank you for all my new subscribers and my old subscribers. I love you all. God bless. One love.